Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. You know, I don't think we can agree on a lot of things in this country, but we can agree on one thing. The internet should be a safe space. But today, when I signed on, I was assaulted by a vile, vulgarity-filled rant. I was offended. I shouldn't have to be offended on the internet, but this guy, Tony Simon, you might know him as Simon Says Train or the leader of the diversity shoot, but he had a rant out today talking about how people think they're doing stuff for the gun community when they really aren't, because they get fooled by people who act like they're the saviors of the Second Amendment when really they just care about business. Now, of course, I was offended by all this. Like I said, dirty words and everything. It was scary. I almost called the police. But, after I started listening to him here, well, first thing I was like, who are you to tell me I should be doing more for the Second Amendment? What do you do? All you do is spend your own time, your money, put your entire spirit into bringing people who would never usually even be exposed to a gun, much less the Second Amendment. You give them the opportunity to be brought into the gun community fold. You actually get out there, he gets out there, does the work, like I said, gets his hands dirty, spends his own money, spends his own time, and does the work. Gets people into the Second Amendment, teaches people who may never have even thought about guns before how important the Second Amendment is, and broadens the gun community, making sure it's welcoming to everybody from every walk of life. But other than that, what does he do? I mean, is that more important than the fact that I bought 6 magazines the other day because someone told me I wasn't going to be able to get them for very long? Seems about the same to me. But like I said, after I started listening to him, he made sense, even with all the dirty words. People out there are being fooled into think they're doing something for the Second Amendment when they're not. They listen to these fearmongers, like Guns and Gadgets. These profiteers, like a lot of other channels. Mr. Guns and Gear, etc., where all they care about is selling product. And they try to make you think that if you get angry and scared and run out and buy product, you're actually helping the Second Amendment. You are not. You're helping the industry, and you're helping them maintain an environment of fear and anger so that people stay divided and keep buying products, and that the Second Amendment stays under attack because that's what's profitable to them. They're still trying it even after all the recent SCOTUS decisions. Still, they don't know how to get outside of that environment of fear and anger. And when you're subscribing to that environment of fear and anger and to that mindset of fear and anger, you're not helping anybody. Doesn't matter how many AR lowers you buy. That's not helping the Second Amendment. In fact, making people fearful and angry is not helping the Second Amendment. All that's doing is lining their own pockets. All these big gun channels people cozy up to, like Simon said, or Tony said, he said, they're just trying to keep a good relationship with the gun manufacturers that pay them and provide them with product. They're just trying to get 1 million eyeballs on their videos by being sensationalist and scary, so that they can make a lot of money from YouTube and advertising and sponsors. It's all about their bottom line, how much money they're going to make. It's got nothing to do with what's good for the Second Amendment. Fear and anger aren't good for the Second Amendment. I know you see a lot of guys out there like, oh, I'm angry, and if the government comes for my guns, they're going to regret it. Those are the first people that are going to lay down and whimper when things happen. Because people who actually know what they're doing or plan on doing something, they don't go around telling people what they're going to do. So these people think, because they're fearful and angry and they bought a lot of product, that they're doing something positive. Like I said, they're not. Fear doesn't win fights. Anger doesn't win battles. Being prepared wins battles. And we've been winning battles. The court decisions we've won recently are epic. But if you listen to some people on the internet right now, oh, we're more under attack than ever before, and oh my God, our gun rights are going to go away. They're full of shit. They're panicking because their sales are dropping and their viewership is dropping. They've gotten used to those 7-figure salaries they make. That's why I never, ever tried to make this channel popular. I speak my mind and let people leave when they want to go. Because if I ever started making 7 figures, I'd be selling out to whatever was the message of the day from on high, whatever was good for business. I know my weaknesses. I'm not going to claim that I'm such a strong character, I don't sell out. No, the only reason I haven't sold out is because no one's offered me enough money to sell out for. And I like to kind of keep it like that. It's easier to keep your principles when no one's really offering you anything to break them. So these people are not helping the Second Amendment. They're hurting it. When you go to basic training, they don't teach you to be fearful and angry. They teach you to be confident. They teach you to be capable. And that just doesn't exist in the gun community anymore. People like Tony are doing that, teaching people, listen, you can handle this gun. You can do the paperwork to carry a gun. You can do this stuff. It's important to you. It's important to your way of life. And it's something you can do. You don't have to be special. And everyone's welcome. Black, white, straight, gay, lesbian, trans, whatever. You're welcome to come to the Second Amendment tent. But unfortunately, these people that like to sell fear and division, well, coming together doesn't help because they'll use whatever thing they can do, whatever issue they can grab onto to keep people divided and fearful, because that sells product. Fear and anger sells product. It doesn't make progress. It's okay to be like, aha, yeah, Congress is trying everything right now. They're throwing everything against the wall and hoping something sticks because they know they're losing. And we're going to do what we have to do to make sure it doesn't affect our rights. But all this, that shit, that doesn't do anybody any good. All it does, like I said, is move merchandise and get eyeballs on videos. I started having a lot of problem with people a couple years ago when they were just blatantly telling hateful, divisive lies in their videos. And when getting called out on it, they doubled down instead of actually correcting themselves. It became very apparent right then and there what they were there for. So that isn't helping the Second Amendment. No matter how much product you buy, you're not being pro 2A. Here's the thing, because when people become fearful and angry, their main goal, their drive becomes very self-centered. They're like, I got to get these things before I can't get them later. I want to have these things when other people can't have them. And then there's also the contingency of like, if I have 20 of them, when you can't get them anymore, they're going to be really valuable. So everyone looks out for their own self-interest when they become fearful. That's what they do. They hold themselves up. They do what's best for them. Those don't make good soldiers. We need more soldiers in the Second Amendment, in the gun community. We need more soldiers, less sensationalists and salesmen. Salesmen have their places. The fearmongers, the sensationalists, there's no place for them at all as far as I'm concerned. They are nothing but a negative. They're a shill of industry. And they are there to support an artificially inflated market, and that's it. So Tony is 100% right. People need to do more for the Second Amendment. Be pro 2A. That means when someone is being divisive in a pro Second Amendment chat or something, and they're being really hateful and spouting rhetoric, say, hey, what fucking good is that doing anybody? What good are you doing spreading hate and false information? Doesn't do any good. The teachers in New Jersey are encouraging kids to be trans. That's bullshit. And it doesn't matter anyway as far as the Second Amendment goes. But it's all bullshit. It's meant to divide you. Teachers aren't giving people sex change operations. It's bullshit. Demonizing every opinion everybody has is what they do to divide all of us. If we all sat down in a room, I think every single one of us could agree that adult people have every right to be trans. They have every right to do what they want, be happy. But there are always some complications, like should you be able to compete in women's sports? No, you probably shouldn't. If we all sat down, instead of believing divisive rhetoric, and sat down and said, what are our true opinions, we'd solve a lot of problems. They don't want that, because problems being solved is not good for business. Just like it's not good for the government for us to come together. So pay attention to what Tony said. Guys like me that are rapidly approaching the grave, people pushing 60, we can't do the work all the time. In fact, I'm too fucking lazy to do most of it. But everybody else is even too fucking lazy to show up at a hearing for a bill in your local, in your local government or your state government, or show up at a rally or anything like that. Be visible. Actually help. Introduce other people. Welcome people in. Don't divide us and shove some people out. And no one out there can deny that happens. Spend 2 minutes in a forum, a gun forum, or a gun chat. and you'll see the division poking its head up. Like, these people, we don't want these people, or these people are evil. Garbage. All of it. There are people that have problems. There are people that do things I don't agree with. But no, our country's not burning from the inside. I've been here a long time. I've heard this shit since the 70s. Every fucking group of politicians and profiteers tell the same fucking story, sing the same goddamn songs every fucking time to keep us divided. And if you're playing into that, you're part of the problem. You're not part of the solution. So pay attention to what Tony said, because he's absolutely right. We do definitely need less salesmen and less sensationalists and more soldiers when it comes to the gun community. All right, everybody, that's it for me today. But before I go, I want to remind everyone out there that we are still doing the fundraiser for Fur Friends Animal Rescue. We need to hit that $10,000 mark to get them out of debt so that they can keep doing the wonderful job they've been doing at a time when animals are more in need now than ever. So if you haven't done it already, please go over to tympistolproject.com. When you go over there, you'll see a place on the page where you can order stickers. Those stickers will get you entered into a drawing for $800 gift certificate to the retailer of your choice. You just buy a sticker. One of the stickers gets you 1 entry. Another one gets you 2 entries. Another one gets you 5 entries. It's all there on the page. There's a link in the upper corner of this video where you can go straight over there and get yourself a sticker. And you're not really buying stickers. You're donating to a fundraiser. The sticker's kind of a thank you, and the drawing entry is another thank you. So please go over there, do what you can. We've still got a ways to go. I think we're about $6,000 now. So we're 60% of the way there. And we did that in a little over a week. So I think if we do it another week, we might be able to hit our target. So let's try to get it hit by the end of this week so we can get that drawing done. But like I said, if you haven't already, please go on over there, order yourself some stickers. And you can also get a second run of the caliber conversion poster now. This was only available for a short period of time. I think we made 200 of them a while back. Well, I've made another 50 of them. So if you want to get one, you missed them the first time, or you just want to get one just to donate, please go over there and do that. For every one of those you buy, you will be given 2 entries into the drawing, just so you know. I don't know if I put it on the webpage or not, but that's the way it is. And if you're someone who wants to donate, but you don't want to buy a sticker or you don't want to buy a poster, and those stickers are huge. I mean, I didn't think they were going to be this big. Look how big this fucking sticker is. I'm going to have to probably make some smaller ones later too. But like I said, if you don't want anything like that, you just want to donate and you want all your money to go instead of $5 going to pay for the sticker itself, you can use the link above those things on my webpage where there's a link there where you can just donate through PayPal. Every $10 you donate through PayPal will also get you an entry into the drawing and go straight to the Fur Friends Animal Rescue. So other than that, the only other thing I have to say is remind everyone we will be doing live chats every night this week. 6 p.m. Pacific time every night except for Mondays and Wednesdays, where we're at 5 p.m. Pacific time because we're the opening act for Never Enough Ammo's chat. And I hope to see you over there. We need new blood in there. So we have new questions and more topics. So come on over, enjoy the conversation. Hopefully I'll see you live there tonight. If not, I just want to remind everyone out there right now to remember, always carry and stay safe until I do see you again. This angel-faced, foul-mouthed guy here, he really made... Fuck! They think they're actually doing something for the Second Amendment when they do that. I think the internet... God, fuck! Welcome to another edition of the... Fuck! I woke up immediately attacked. And... But also because, like I said, what was I going to say there?